Here we go. First up, I see him right there. How about Dee Baker? Next up, I think that's Nolan North standing right there. It was just a drive-by.
Oh, Nolan.
Next, that's Steve Blum, folks. Last but not least, Ross Marquand is here. They're very attentive here. I like it.
They are. They're just looking at the legs. I'm glad you didn't shave your legs today.
No, I only shave on Sunday.
It's really. Did you see his legs? Wait, hold up one of them.
We didn't get pens.
Oh, you need
I was promised a pen.
Oh.
Isn't that delicious?
Oh, yeah.
It will wink at you.
We're penless up here. We need a pen.
I think.
I got one. Does anyone have a pen?
How is
Going
everybody?
well, right?
We need
Going well.
We need 4 pens. 3 pens.
I have one for me.
Oh, nice.
That was helpful.
Don't throw them, please. Don't throw them. Wait, we got.
Hold on,
pens.
I can't see. There's lights, and it's gonna. Oh, there it is.
Thank you.
All right, we're good now. We have
Throw it, look
pens
at me.
now.
Let's do a show.
All right. Just so you guys know, your response will determine the last scene, too, by the way. I have left the last scene empty. I have not even thought about it. Whoever you think the best voices are, that's the ones we're going to bring back in the end. Or the funniest, or the weirdest, I guess. We'll play it by ear.
Ooh, how exciting.
All right. Let's start out. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah.
First scene. As the narrator, Steve, Toonami Tom. As John, D, Elmer from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, taking me back.
As Del, Nolan, King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph.
That's gonna be fun.
Okay.
As the man, D, we're going to have Daffy Duck.
Okay.
And if we have King Candy, Ross, as Neil, how about John C. Reilly?
Okay, Wreck-It Ralph. As Neil?
As Neil, yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right.
And I already warned the audience, lots of dirty words. All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Okay.
Actually, I want to say I'm excited for this because we never have done a Toonz at the holidays. This is the first one. So just like the first Twisted Toonz that was ever done was done right here in Seattle, the first holiday Toonz is also right here in Seattle. So thank you guys. All right, now we're ready to go.
I'm glad Thanksgiving is over because we're about to ruin it for you.
Yes.
So here we go. Okay. Welcome to Toonami. And also one of the 2 best Thanksgiving movies ever made. Do you know the other one? We open the movie on a Piaget watch. It reads 4:45. Steve Martin tells Ferris Bueller's dad that he has to leave.
2 solid hours of staring at the material to decide to reconvene after the holidays for a fresh look at the layouts. They're selling cosmetics, you guys, not curing cancer. Why aren't you going to the airport?
What's the point of busting my ass for a 6 o'clock plane? Why don't you go out with me on the 8th? You're never gonna get a cab at this hour.
I told Susan I'd be home by 9.
You'll never make the 6.
We see Neil on the rush hour streets of Chicago. He can't get a cab. He sees one and races Kevin Bacon to get it. Totals 90 music for the race. A very young Kevin Bacon wins when Neil trips over a big trunk suitcase. Strange thing, Kevin Bacon has no lines in this movie. And come to think of it, why does Kevin Bacon need to take a cab? Anyway, back to Neil.
Sir, excuse me. I know this is your cab, but I'm desperately late for a plane, and I was wondering if I could appeal to your good nature to, let me have it?
I don't have a good nature. Excuse me.
Well, I mean, could I offer you like $10 for it? 20. I'll give you $20 for it.
Make it 50.
All right.
Anyone who paid $50 for a cab certainly would pay 75.
Not necessarily. All right, 75. You're a thief.
Close. I'm an attorney.
Have a happy holiday.
So long, fucker.
Neil turns to find the cab gone. He snaps and chases the cab down the street to the next light, yelling, "You're messing with the wrong guy!"
All right, you son of a bitch. This is my cab. Out!
The cab pulls away and Neil's briefcase is run over by another car. We cut to the New York airport to see Neil getting off the bus. He's very disgruntled. He races to his gate to find out his flight was delayed. Coincidentally, he sits across from John Candy.
I know you, don't I? I'm usually very good with names, but I'll be damned if I haven't forgotten yours.
Well, you stole my cab.
I've never stolen anything in my life.
I hailed a cab on Park Avenue this afternoon, and before I could get in, you stole it.
You're the guy who tried to get my cab. I knew you. You scared the bejesus out of me. Come to think of it, it was awful easy to get a cab during rush hour.
Forget it.
I can't forget it. I am sorry. I had no idea that was your cab. Ooh, let me make it up to you. Somehow, huh? Please? How about a nice hot dog and a beer?
What? No thanks.
Just a hot dog, then.
I'm kind of picky about what I eat.
Some coffee.
No.
Milk?
No.
Soda?
No.
Some tea?
No.
Lifesavers?
No.
Slurpee?
Sir, please. This is
Just
the
let
Walmart.
me know I'm here. I'm here. I knew you.
And scene. All right, move along. Scene 2. As the narrator, Dee, Perch Perkins from SpongeBob SquarePants. As the stewardess, Nolan, Jason Statham. As Neil, Ross, Jeff Bridges. And as Del, Steve, how about Goofy?
Okay.
All right, while they're getting ready, who wants something? Oh, that's right. See, skills.
It kissed the ceiling.
I'm going to reach you back there.
That'll take an eye out.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
We cut to the airplane. Neil's at the door of the plane arguing with a stewardess. Is that okay to say nowadays? Anyway, as he argues, the first-class cabin behind him fills with pilots, stewardesses, and children.
We prefer flight attendant.
All right, then. Flight attendants.
This is something you should have discussed with the ticketing.
Well, I couldn't discuss it with the ticket agent, man, because I didn't know that he put me in coach, man.
Well, I'm sorry, man. Can't help you. First class is full.
I have a first-class ticket, dude.
You have a coach seat assignment. Save your boarding pass and you'll get a refund on the difference.
Dude, you're not listening, man. I don't want a refund, man. I want a Caucasian, white Russian, and I want a seat in first class, man. Where I was booked and ticketed over a month ago, man.
Look, I've had just about enough of you. Now take your seat before I spin kick you into it.
You've had enough of me, man. Okay, first you delay me, then you bump me. I can't wait to see what happens next, man.
Gosh, is this a coincidence or what? Have a seat.
Neil realizes his seat is next to Del. We see a couple of shots of Chicago O'Hare Airport buried in snow. As Deadpool would say, this is a steaming bowl of foreshadowing.
And then he'd show you his steaming bowl. Anyway, I never did introduce myself. Del Griffith, American Light and Fixture Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division. I sell shower curtain rings. Best in the world. And you are?
Neil Page, man.
Neil Page. Pleased to meet you, Neil Page. So, what do you do for a living, Neil Page?
Dude, I work in marketing, okay?
Marketing! Super! Super! Fabulous. Isn't that nice?
Look, I don't want to be rude, but I was just with the police officer in Malibu, and I'm not much of a conversationalist, all right? I just want to listen to the Eagles, and I'd really like to finish this article, man. A friend of mine wrote it, okay?
Don't let me stand in your way. Please don't let me stand in your way. I want to stand in your way. Anyway, the last thing I want to be remembered as is an annoying blabbermouth. No, that's D.
No, you.
It's still me?
Yeah.
What? Oh, dang it. I don't want to do any more words. You know, nothing grinds my gears worse than some chowderhead who doesn't know when to keep his big mouth shut. Well, actually, it was supposed to be trap, but I can't read because I'm a stupid dog. If you catch me running off at the mouth, just give me a poke in the chops or wherever.
Dell takes his shoe and sock off and waves it around, and then a Wilford Brimley look-alike, remember the oatmeal guy? Anyway, he coughs all over Neil. We cut to a dark plane and everyone's sleeping except Neil.
Want to smell my sock? Well, that's what I thought it said. $6 in my right nuts says we're not landing in Chicago.
And scene.
Wow.
All the things you wish Goofy said. All right. All right, next up. Okay, as the narrator, Steve, Harvey Firestein.
Okay.
As Dell, Ross, Michael Caine.
Okay.
And as Neil, Nolan, Al Pacino. What do you guys think? That all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
They land in Wichita, Kansas. Neil is on the payphone with his wife. For all you kids out there, ask your parents what a payphone is. And don't touch it.
Neil, little trouble on the home front.
I really don't think it's any of your concern.
Well, you know, the finest line a man will walk is between success at work and success at home. I got a motto: like your work, love your wife.
I remember that. What's the flight situation?
Well, simple. There's no way on earth we're going to get out of here tonight. So we'd have more luck playing pickup sticks with our butt cheeks than we will getting a flight out of here before daybreak.
That's a nice image.
Oh, I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Yes, but by the time the airline cancels this flight, which they will sooner or later, you'd have more of a chance to find a three-legged ballerina than you would a hotel room.
So you're saying I could be stuck in Wichita?
I'm saying you are stuck in Wichita.
The teacher from Ferris Bueller announces that the flight is canceled. Neil is trying to find a hotel room.
Neil, welcome to Wichita. Did you book a room yet?
Oh, I can't. It's Michael Caine. It's so good. I I couldn't get in anywhere.
Well, as soon as we got off the plane, you called home, I called the Braidwood Inn.
I missed that one.
Oh, I got an idea. I know the manager pretty well. I sold him some rings for his curtains years back. You want to pick up the cab fare, I'll make sure you get a room with me for the night.
Neil and Del get a cab ride from a guy that played Carl in Billy Madison and was in Escape from Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood. It was hot. There is only one room left at the motel, and it has only one bed. I haven't seen this picture, but it's gonna be good. They are laying in said bed together, trying to sleep. Yeah, right.
Well, Neil, I'd switch pillows with you, but I'm allergic to sponge. I've got a bad allergy to it. I'd be sneezing all night with that thing, so that's why I carry my own pillow. It's hypoallergenic. I had no idea those beer cans were going to blow like that.
You left them on a vibrating bed. What'd you think was gonna happen?
Well, it's been a long day. It just didn't occur to me.
Oh, didn't occur to you. Ooh. So now I have to sleep in a puddle of beer.
Well, would you like to switch?
No, I just want to sleep.
Me too. I am bushed.
Good night!
Good night.
And scene.
I can't do that with him. That's just...
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine Michael Caine and Al Pacino in a room for the night.
Neither can they.
It's a whole other movie. I love the idea. All right.
Michael Caine and some guy.
And the next one, as the narrator, Steve Starscream from the Transformers. As Del, D, Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd?
Elmer Fudd.
Okay, I'll take a swing at it, I guess.
And as Neil, let's do Ross, Morgan Freeman.
Okay. Shit.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Well, there's a lot of words here. Okay. Master. There's a long pause. Del strikes a lighter to read a book. Then he starts cracking every knuckle and bone in his body. Makes me leak energon just to think about it. Then he makes a ton of graphic sounds trying to clear his sinuses. Okay, getting better. Neil snaps, jumps out of bed, and starts getting dressed.
God damn it, that is it.
I think I'm going to switch to Klaus. I don't do Elmer Fudd.
Okay.
What?
I'm going to do Klaus instead.
If I don't clear my sinuses, I'll snore all night. Gee, if your kid spills his milk, what do? Slap him on the head?
What is that supposed to mean?
You're not a very tolerant person, my friend.
Look, you've been under my skin since New York, starting with ripping off my cab.
God, you're a tight ass.
How would you like a mouthful of teeth?
Oh, guck dir das mal an und hostile too. Nice personality combination, hostile und intolerant. That's borderline criminal, weißt du das?
Screw you. You spill beer all over the bed. You smoke. You mess up the bathroom.
Well, who let you stay in the room? I even let you pay for it so you wouldn't feel like an intruder, which you certainly are, Liebchen.
I'm sorry. I'm an intruder?
Yeah, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life.
I walked into your life?
Yeah.
Who was it that talked my ear off on the plane? Who was that? I'm curious.
Who told you to book a room? I did, out of the goodness of my dumb old heart. Boy, you are an ungrateful jackass. Well, go ahead. Sleep in the lobby. See if I care. I hope you wake up so stiff you can't even move.
You're no saint. You got a free cab, you got a free room, and someone who'll listen to your boring stories. I mean, didn't you notice on the plane when you started talking, eventually I started reading the vomit bag? Didn't that give you some sort of clue that, hey, maybe this guy's not enjoying it? You know, everything is not an anecdote. You have to discriminate. You choose things that are funny or mildly amusing or interesting. You are a miracle. Your stories have none of that. They're not even amusing accidentally. Honey, I'd like you to meet Del Griffith. He's got some amusing anecdotes for when you, for you, and here's a gun so you can blow your brains out. You'll thank me for it. I could tolerate any insurance seminar. For days, I can sit there and listen to them go on and on with a big smile on my face. And they'd say, how can you stand it? I'd say, because I've been with Del Griffith. I can take anything. And you know what they'd say? They'd say, I know what you mean. That showering curtain guy. Ooh, it's like going on a date with Chatty Cathy doll. I expect you to have a little string on your chest that I pull out and snap back, except it would pull out and snap back, and you would go, act, 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 act. And by the way, when you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
You want to hurt me? Go right ahead. If it makes you feel any better, I'm an easy target. Yeah, you're right. I talk too much. I also listen too much. I could be a cold-hearted cynic like you, but I don't like to hurt people's feelings. Well, you think what you want about me. I am not changing. I like me. My wife likes me. My customers like me. Because I'm the real article. What you see is what you get.
And scene.
My jaw hurts.
I want to see that.
Acting 101, Dee Baker, folks. All right. Next up.
We got to follow that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nolan, you can follow that as Sean Connery is the narrator.
Wait.
Ross, sorry. You are going to be Neil as Patrick Warburton.
Okay.
And let's see, Dee,
Yes.
we got to change this now because I had you put in for Klaus on this one. Let's have you do somebody else.
Okay.
You got a suggestion?
I'll
No?
I'll do Wrecker. I'll do Wrecker from Bad Batch.
That's what we're going to do.
For which character?
You are Dell.
Del. Okay, Del is Wrecker. Okay. There goes my voice.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Neil gets back into bed. The next morning, we see them spooning. Yes. Del snuggles and kisses Neil's earlobe. Neil smiles in his sleep, then he opens his eyes and thinks for a moment. Del's eyes open. He looks around, orients himself. He knows something is terribly wrong.
Del. Yeah? Why did you kiss my ear? Whoa! Why you hold my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those are two pillows! Oh, God! Oh, God!
The two of them jump out of the bed in horror, like a couple of men would in the 80s. And right they are. They walk around in disbelief, as they should. Then Neil washes his face, yes, with Del's dirty sock water, and dries his face with Del's underwear. This is not family entertainment. But the line is good family entertainment. I don't agree. Then they head to the cafe for breakfast.
So, it's cool the airline?
Everything's booked solid, but they said I have a good chance of getting on standby.
And if they told you Wolverines would make good house pets, would you believe them?
Hey, I'm not spending Thanksgiving in Wichita. I gotta get back to Pawtucket. I've got a family waiting for me. I'll get home.
Oh, not by airplane you won't. They got 18 hours of air traffic backed up. Any way you slice it, the odds are we're gonna be having our turkey roll right here, if we wait for the flight.
Well, how the hell are we gonna get home?
Bert Dingman, a buddy of mine. He works for the railroad.
Train?
Yeah. I sold him all the shower curtain rings. He owes me a favor.
Dell grabs the check. Neil snatches it away from him.
I'll get that. I've paid for everything else. Why break precedent?
You're making me feel like a freeloader.
Get me on that train and we're square.
Neil reaches for his wallet and opens it. It's empty. He looks angrily at Dell.
Well, what?
You know goddamn well what.
I'm sorry, I don't know what.
I had over $700 in there.
Well, I didn't touch your credits. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a thief.
You went through my stuff last night, right?
I did not take your money. I don't care for that accusation.
Well, I had over $700 in here and you went into my wallet for pizza. Just maybe you, seen. Okay. All right. Moving on. Next scene, we have as the narrator Steve Tank Dempsey from Call of Duty.
Please, no, don't do that.
As
Please.
as Neil, Ross Jeff Goldblum.
Nice.
D as Owen Cinnamon Bun from Adventure Time. And as Dell Nolan, how about Christopher Walken?
Okay.
All right, who wants something free while we wait? Wow, that's it? Oh, nice catch.
Wow.
No one's hurt. Good. All right, whenever you're ready.
I'm going to back this away because I don't want to hurt people. All right.
Dell digs his hand into his back pocket and whips out his wallet and licks it like Richthofen.
No.
Then he slaps it on the table.
Counted it.
Oh, well, like you keep it in there if you stole it, huh?
As $263 in there. If there's $1 more in there, then you can call me a thief. Just count it. 263. Right?
It's empty,
What?
dry.
We were robbed.
Do you think so?
We cut from the diner to the hotel. The two guys are sitting on their luggage, waiting for a ride. Hoorah.
You really should not encourage that. You know, I've been thinking what we're dealing with here is small-time crook. Didn't take the credit cards, right? So we charge our way home. What kind of plastic do you carry?
I've got a Visa and a gasoline card. Yes. and I've got a Neiman Marcus card. Yes, in case we want to buy a gift for someone. Yeah. Ooh, fancy a Chanel number 5. Yes. What have you got? Huh?
You're so quirky. Chalmers, big and tall, man's shop. It's a 7-outlet chain, Pacific Northwest. Great stuff. Unfortunately, it does us no good here.
Never mind. Just get me to the train station, and I'll take care of everything else. Yes.
Oh, I got that all covered. Gus's son's gonna pick us up.
An old pickup truck pulls up in front of the motel, and a very questionable guy gets out. He shakes Dell's hand, then he spits and wipes his mouth before he shakes Neil's hand. Gutbag juice! Ah!
Are you Gus's son?
I think I'm going to do crosshair here instead.
We're doing Costner.
I'm Owen. You the shower curtain fella.
Yeah, Del Griffith. And this is Neil Page, right, from Chicago.
Pleased to meet you both. I'm to drive you to Wichita to catch a train.
Wow, we'd appreciate it.
Train don't run out of Wichita unless you're a hog or cattle. People train runs out of Stubbville.
He said hog. That'll be fine. That'll be just fine.
Leave it be. Get your lazy behind out here and put that trunk up in the back.
Oh, no, we've got it. Yes.
Oh, she don't mind. She's short and skinny, but she's strong. Her first baby come out sideways. She didn't scream or nothing.
That's just a great line. Wow. Hold on. I'm so professional. Here we go. Isn't that something? You're a real trooper. We got it. We got it already. It's done.
And scene.
That line, seeing it written.
You guys having fun in the back?
Oh, wow.
All right. All right. Next scene. Since we had Tank, Nolan, how about if we have Rick Tofin as Dell in this one? We're going to have Steve as Wolverine as the narrator.
Oh, God. All right.
And Ross as Neil, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are so attentive. It's almost weird. Oh, we've missed you more. All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Still writing, bub. Hang on. All right.
Want something? All right, how far? Let's see. Oh,
Gonna cut
there you
someone.
go.
It's gonna cut someone.
All right.
It's gonna cut someone.
Yeah, we have insurance. Don't worry about it.
They drive in the back of a pickup truck about 40 miles in freezing weather with an angry dog to the train station. When they pull up, their faces are frozen.
They didn't have two together, so if I don't see you again,
I hate you, Dempsey.
I'm still here.
Oh, right. I'll see you on the train. You want to get together for a drink in the bar, car?
well, I think I'm gonna get some sleep. All right.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Anyway, it's been interesting.
Ha! That's the understatement of the year. And thanks for your ticket. I need your address. I got to send you the money to pay you back for this ticket.
Nah. The ticket's a gift.
999999999. Come on now. What's the address?
Dell, it's a gift. All right. Happy holidays.
Same to you, Dempsey.
Cue the cheesy 80s holiday movie music. Just as Neil gets comfortable, the train breaks down and stops. Everyone gets off and has to walk a mile across a field. Cut to the bus station.
You are in a pretty lousy mood, yeah?
Yeah, to say the least.
You ever traveled by the bus before?
No.
Your mood's probably not gonna improve much.
Okay, they're on the bus. Who cares? There was what people used to use to travel around. It's packed solid with a couple next to them necking. Gross. That's making out for all you kids. And they're smoking. Yeah, that's right. They're smoking on the bus. It's actually pretty delicious. Again, this is an 80s movie, bub.
I guess this is probably as good a time as any to tell you this. I hate Dempsey. And our tickets are only good to St. Louis. St. Louis to Chi-Town is booked tighter than Tom Thumb's ass. Oh, look, it's Thanksgiving.
You're the best there is at what you do, even if it's disgusting. We cut to the extra cheese montage of John Candy selling shower curtain rings as earrings to really stupid people. Now Neil and Dell are in a diner. And yes, Dell is smoking in the diner while he eats. That was okay at one time, kids.
Did you call the wife?
Nah, see, no one was home. They're probably at my daughter's Thanksgiving pageant.
Oh, you missed it, yeah? I'm sorry. Those are precious moments, too. They do not come back again?
I know, and even though I think time is illusory, I've been spending too much time away from home, you understand?
I haven't been home in years.
Wait, seriously?
9. It's a figure of the speeches. You know, I'm on the road so much. It's like not being there. By the way, I called a good friend of mine at Eastern Airlines. Yeah, it doesn't look good.
I know. I called the airlines too.
Well, at least we're still sitting on over 100 beans from my brilliant idea.
Yeah, you're a terrific salesman. You know, I've been thinking about that, and when we put our heads together, we've really gotten somewhere. We've gotten nowhere, I mean, actually. And I know how to read. And, you know, I think I'm holding you up, man.
No, don't say that about yourself. That's not true, Neil. It really isn't true.
No, it is. I really think that we'll get to where we're going a lot faster if we're alone, okay?
Okay, I see. I think I'm just going to take care. I think I'm just going to take care. I think I'm just going to take care of this. I think I'm going to get going.
End scene.
That was premise for all you Richtofen fans.
All right.
That's the first one.
All right. This is going to be a good one. This was the scene I warned you about. All right. Last chance to leave. All right. As
He had to change. He was moist.
he had to use the restroom. All right. As the dispatcher, Ross, James Gandolfini from The Sopranos. As Dell, Nolan, Herbert the Pervert from Family Guy.
As Dell?
Yes. As the narrator, Dee, what do you think of Sanjay from Fairly Odd Parents?
Oh, God. So offensive. Yes, let's do that.
That'll be it. Nolan, as the girl in the scene, we're also going to bring Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
And as Neil, you all know the scene, Steve, he's going to do Filthy Elmo. And if you haven't heard it yet, be prepared.
I'm apologizing in advance.
It is not the Elmo you grew up with.
Here, Mo.
It's the
You
one
may have
I
imagined it.
The one I grew up with.
Yeah.
therapy.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Hello, Sanjay. I haven't seen you in a long time. All right.
After Steve Martin breaks up with John Candy, he storms off. The next segment is hysterical if you have ever rented a car. This is where Steve Martin finally hits his breaking point. He is now at the service counter with the secretary from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Funny thing to notice here, watch Steve Martin's tie. It changes locations every scene.
I'm so sorry.
Wow, and I thought I was a falsetto. Welcome to Marathon. How may I help you? Or may I help you? Yes, bitch.
Oh, boy.
How may I help you?
You can start by wiping that fucking dumbass smile off your rosy fucking cheeks. Then you can give me a fucking automobile, a fucking Datsun, a fucking Toyota, a fucking Mustang, a fucking Buick, 4 fucking wheels on a seat!
Wow.
I really don't care for the way you're speaking to me.
And I really don't care for the way your company left me in the middle of fucking nowhere with fucking keys to a fucking car that isn't fucking there. And I really didn't care to fucking walk down a fucking highway and across a fucking runway to get back here to have you smile in my fucking face. Now, I want a fucking car. Right? Fucking now! Please?
May I see your rental agreement?
I shoved it up my... where the hand goes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, what? You want some?
You're fucked.
Was hoping you'd say that.
We cut to outside the airport at the taxi stand. Now, Neil's tie is back to a knot around his neck. Everything is a good career path.
Hey, where you going?
This is like the battle of the fucking eunuchs. Chicago.
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 You know that you're in St. Louis, right?
Yes, I fucking do.
Oh, don't do the tone. Why don't you trust the airlines? It's a lot faster and you get a free meal.
If I wanted a joke, I'd follow you into the John and watch you take a leak. Now, you're gonna help me, or you're gonna stand there like a slab of meat with mittens with your slab of meat in your mittens.
The dispatcher punches Neil in the face, and he collapses in front of the car that almost runs him over. When he comes to, he sees Del Griffith standing above him.
What are you doing? I almost crushed your head like a melon. Melons.
I haven't tried that one. Del?
Get your car out of here!
Tony Soprano. Just a minute, okay?
Hey, I said get it out of here!
Now, what is your problem, you insensitive asshole? Can't you see we got an injured man down on the street here? Now, I'll move my car, but I want you to help him up.
My pleasure.
And scene.
Okay. What? James Gandolfini? With puppets?
It kind of worked. I don't know. I'd watch that show. You liked it, right?
I would watch that. I would watch that.
You're all as screwed up as me. Thank you.
Gandolfini's the hand in Elmo.
I've heard he has very gentle hands, though.
Did it work?
Waiting for the lightning bolt.
All right. All right. Now, okay, let's screw up something else. All
Sorry,
right.
Mom and Dad.
Oh, I know what we're doing here. Nolan, as the narrator, the Penguin from Arkham. And we're doing a Star Wars scene here. So, as Del, Steve, Zeb, and as Neil, D, Captain Rex. All right, whenever you guys are ready.
All right, then the dispatcher picks Neil up by his very sensitive private parts. We got to Dell's car driving away from the airport. He looks just like the car in the movie Vacation. Just check it out.
Carabas. You know, I had a feeling when we parted ways that somehow, someday, our paths would cross again. Are you all right? I've never seen a guy get picked up by the testicles before. Gonna have to try that next time. With Kanan. Or Callus in a completely different way. Lucky thing for you, that cop passed by when he did. Otherwise, you'd be lifting up your schnutz to tie your shoes. I'm sorry, that's terrible. Do you have any idea how glad I am that I didn't kill you?
Do you have any idea how glad I'd be if you had?
Come on, pal, you don't mean that. Remember what I said about going with the flow?
How am I supposed to go with the flow when the rental car agency leaves me in a 100-acre parking lot with keys to a car that isn't even there, and then I have to hike 3 miles back to find out that they don't have any more cars?
I got a car. Actually, it's a TIE Fighter. No sweat at all.
Well, Dell, you're a charmed man.
Nope.
I know. You just go with the flow.
Like a twig on the shoulders of a mighty stream.
All right, now, inside the car, Neil's driving. Dell's trying to get comfortable, right? And he's running through the electric seat positions. And it's annoying the hell out of Neil because it's like the Batmobile. And the seat actually goes sideways. Go back and watch it. Seriously, check it out.
Please, stop doing that with your seat.
Once you start screwing around with these damn things, you can't ever get comfortable.
Then quit screwing around with it.
Well, I gotta get comfortable. Do you have a bad back, eh? Well, I do, and it hurts like a bugger, like a loth cat biting on your bum. There's only a couple of good positions for it.
You're gonna break it.
Done. Lovely, lovely. May the Ashla be with you.
End scene.
Wow.
All right, are all you Star Wars fans happy now? All right. Man, we're moving quick here. Next one. As the narrator, Ross, Justin Timberlake. As Neil, Nolan, Gilbert Gottfried. As Del, Steve. How about Spike Spiegel? All right. Whenever you guys are ready. We need a minute. How about if we, let's see.
Give him some free swag.
Oh, you want free swag?
Oh.
All right. Just roll over in some dirt. How about you guys? Are you going to play? Wow, nice grab. All right. Running out of free swag. We got to catch up here. All right.
All right. Let's throw Nolan's underwear.
Don't wear any.
Yo. Ah, damn it.
What now?
I got a seat where I want, but I just can't reach my feet to get my shoes off.
Okay, that's That's just fine, okay? Just leave your shoes on.
Jet, I can't relax if I got my shoes on.
I don't care to breathe your foot odor. Just leave the shoes on, okay? It's simple. You keep them on your feet.
Gee, it must be swell to be so perfect and odor-free. You know, there's plenty of things about you that bother me, but I'm decent enough not to bring them up.
Oh, really?
That's right, yeah.
Well, what do I do? What other things do I do? What could I possibly do? The things that I do that would bother you? I'm just curious.
Are you done? Lots of things.
Name one. One. Solitary one. Just why don't you name one?
There's quite a few things. You want me to name one? Fine. You play with your balls a lot. See, true, right?
I do not play with my balls.
And whose were they? They were attached to you. Gross. Larry Bird doesn't do as much ball handling in one night as you do in an hour.
It's probably important to tell you this was a Caucasian basketball player in the 80s. Yeah, you kids. Forget it. Use the Googles and you'll learn. He's a white man with an afro. It was remarkable. Are you trying to start a fight?
No, I'm simply stating a fact, that's all.
You know,
you fidget with your nuts a lot.
Again. You know what would make me happy? Don't say fidgeting with my nuts.
Well, I think that's already been established. Maybe another couple of balls and an extra set of fingers?
Oh, ho, ho, that's humor. What would make me happy is if you'd give your mouth, a rest.
My pleasure.
I would like a little silence while I drive.
No problem.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, like, we cut away and then come back to see the swap sheets, and Dell is now driving. Hashtag Neil is the passenger. What?
You broke the seat. You broke the goddamn seat. I don't believe it.
It was wet. And it wasn't broken when I got out.
You messed around with it until you broke it.
How can you break a car seat? It's impossible. Look, I'm not going to be held responsible for faulty engineering.
Oh, this is great. It's very, very comfortable.
Yeah, whatever happens, happens.
And scene. All right. Let's see. In the next scene, that's a good note. How about Ross, you want to narrate as Loki?
Sure.
Tom Hiddleston?
Yes.
All right, Loki it is. As, let's see, this is changing, so I apologize. As Dell, Steve, I'm going to say it wrong, Dragon Age.
Oh, Ogren?
Ogren.
Ogren. Oh.
Ogren. I wanted to say it right. All right, she's happy. That's great.
Nobody
All
cares.
right.
No, nobody cares.
As the other driver, how about Dee, Bubble Bass from SpongeBob?
Nice. Okay.
And as Neil, Nolan, how about John Cleese?
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, well, this is changing as we go. I apologize. You guys don't mind, do you? All right. You're so attentive. God. Whenever you guys are ready.
So this is actually quite amusing. So over the next 24 pages, John Candy lip syncs a song, tries to take off his jacket and gets his arms stuck. It's very funny. The car veers off the road and he wakes up screaming at Neil. Hilarious. And they get turned around and are now on the highway going the wrong way. Americans. Another car
is trying to warn them.
Holy shit. Look at that guy on the wrong side of the highway. He's going to kill somebody.
What's going on?
I don't know. Some nug humper wants to race.
Hey, turn around. Put your window down.
Well, he wants something.
Probably drunk.
You are going the wrong way.
What?
You're going the wrong way.
He says we're going the wrong way.
He's drunk. How would he know where we're going?
Of course. How would he know?
Thank you, and excuse me. What a moron.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you a lot.
You're going the wrong direction. You're going to kill somebody. You're going the wrong way.
And at that moment, they notice two trucks heading right at them. They both scream as their cars go screeching between them. We see cutaways of both of them as skeletons and John Candy as the devil. He slams on the brakes and their luggage launches off the car. They pull over, collect their luggage, and notice their car is on fire. Neil starts to laugh.
Misery, vomit, and malt liquor reminds me of home. I'm sorry, what?
You finally did it to yourself.
What?
I mean, good luck turning the car in. They're going to be happy as pigs in shit to see you.
Yeah.
How could you rent the thing anyway without a credit card?
Huh?
I mean, you couldn't. How did you do it?
I gave this gal behind the counter a set of shower curtain rings.
You can't rent a car with shower curtain rings, Dad.
Well, somehow your Diners Club card wound up in the crack of my ass, and well,
You stole it!
not exactly.
You stole it!
It was in the heat of passion, to be fair.
You stole it! You stole my card, and then you rented a car, and then you burned it up!
End scene. Oh boy, oh boy.
God, it's so good to play with you guys. It's been so long since we've seen anybody. Oh my God, this is great.
It's nice to be outside again.
Yeah, it's nice
Or
to be
inside.
outside. Yeah.
Outside and then inside.
Actually, I just noticed somebody in the audience. We have someone in the audience that's. You guys ever heard of Mario Brothers? Yeah, you ever heard of Bowser from Mario Brothers? Bowser's sitting in the audience. Scott, come on up here. Woo! Guys, let's hear it. This is Bowser, the original Bowser from Mario Brothers. Scott Burns is in the house.
How dare you interrupt my family vacation?
How you doing, Scott?
I'm great. Thank you for having me here. I am not worthy of this panel, but here we are.
You guys want to hear this story narrated by Bowser? Well, all right. Flip to page 37, Scott.
Bowser wore contacts in the Mario Brothers, so yeah, I'm gonna.
Bowser is going to narrate the next two scenes.
Page 37 already.
Yes. All right. So Bowser's the narrator.
Okay.
As the clerk, Dee, what do you think about Bosk?
Yeah, sure.
We're going to do Bosk for the clerk. As Neil, Nolan, I was going to bring back Jason Statham unless you had a better one.
Anybody have?
You guys want Statham? Way too many lines. Gary Busey's a one-liner. And he can't remember that one.
What, Chris Christopherson is my personal Jesus.
We'll do Busey on a separate time. Statham.
Somebody said Deadpool.
Deadpool?
All right. Yeah,
Deadpool it is. And as Del, Steve, I had Leron from...
Gurren Lagann.
No? You don't want to do it?
I'll do Leron.
All right,
sure.
we're going to do Leron.
Probably get sued, but why not? As Del?
As Del, yes.
Del. Okay.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
It's going to go so poorly. All right. It's been a while.
He circles his lines.
I do. I pretend to be a professional.
After this, we
Very
have
quickly,
2 scenes left. Still haven't cast the last one yet, just so you're aware.
Uh-oh.
And remember, signed script goes to somebody randomly. Just a reminder. All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Well, hon, I found it in my wallet.
I knew you stole it.
I thought you put it in there.
Why would I put it there?
Don't be rude.
You put lots of stuff in lots of places. I don't know, kindness maybe?
Kindness? Kindness? You stole it! He stole it!
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was going to send it back to you with whatever the car rental charge was, plus interest, but you didn't give me your address. What was I supposed to do? You just ditched me, bitch. I had no money. I had no cards. I had nothing.
I'm so hard right now. I mean, give it back. Scripts.
I can't. I can't.
Why not?
Insertion. Because, I read it wrong. I'm sorry.
You guys know.
Because.
Right? That's called the fourth wall. Because why?
Because when you screw it in, you have to give it a hard, manly twist. And when we stopped to gas up, I put the card back in your wallet. Are you mad at me?
They both look back at the car engulfed in flames. Neil punches Del and then falls over his trunk.
Ow!
We cut to a smoking car pulling into the El Rancho motel.
That sounds nothing like Bowser from Sha-Na-Na. I mean, I need one room. Scripts.
If you want to piss on me, maybe we should get separate rooms. Sorry, I read it wrong. If you're pissed at me, maybe we should get separate rooms.
Whatever floats your boat, freak. I mean, you get your room. Scripts.
I need a major credit card.
Oh, my God.
Neil reaches into his pocket and hands the clerk a charred, melted pieces of plastic.
Creepy, right? I have a diner's visa and a gasoline card. I have a diner's visa. And I'm shitting my pants. So the visa's no good anymore.
These aren't credit cards.
I could pay cash.
$42.50.
How about 17?
I can't do that.
Is he looking at me? Make sure he's not looking at me. Please have mercy. I have been wearing the same underwear since Tuesday, and it's all brown right now. With a little green.
I can vouch for that.
don't own the place.
Okay, how about $17 and a hell of a nice watch? Huh? Huh? Is that it? That might be a no. Is he looking at me?
Would you like a room?
I've got a slight problem here. I don't have the 4250.
You have $17 and a good watch.
No, I don't. I have $2, a Casio, and I'm immortal.
I'm going to have to say good night.
I really wish you would.
And scene. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what's going on anymore. All right. We're gonna Scott. We got you for one more. We're gonna have you narrate again.
Okay.
As the cop in this scene, Dee, we're bringing back Daffy Duck.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it was.
As Neil in this scene, Ross. How about Brad? You want to do Brad Pitt or Harrison Ford? What do you think? What do you guys think?
Maybe
Harrison
Or
Ford.
Ewan McGregor? I don't know. Ewan McGregor? What do you guys
Ewan
think?
McGregor.
Ewan McGregor? Okay.
Ewan McGregor is now Neil.
As Neil? Okay.
As Neil. And then as Del, Steve, I have two. I have Digimon and Naruto. Which one do you think?
Let's do Guillemon.
I hear Digimon.
Guillemon?
more. Guillemon from Digimon.
Who am I?
You're Del.
Okay.
Del. All right.
right.
Whenever you guys are ready. And then we got one more after this.
The clerk leaves. Neil tries to call home, but there is a lock on the phone. Seriously, a lock on the phone. Go check it out. Dell is sitting in the burnt car and it's snowing. They both talk to themselves. John Candy's eyes open wide when Steve Martin asks him to come inside, and we have a nice moment. We are now inside the motel room, and the two of them are drinking nips and eating snacks.
You know, when I'm dead and buried, all I'm gonna have around here to prove that I was here are some shower curtain rings that didn't fall down. Great legacy, huh?
Well, at the very least, at the absolute minimum, you got a woman you love to grow old with, right? You love her, don't you?
Ewan McGregor is hot. Love is not a big enough word. It's not a big enough word for how I feel about my wife.
Yes, love is a very many splendid things. Well, let me just close this conversation by saying you are one unique individual.
What is unique? Latin for asshole?
I'll tell you, as much trouble as I've had on this little journey, I'm sure one day I'm going to look back and laugh.
You think so?
I'm laughing already.
Was that seat hot or what? I feel like a big whopper. Turn me over, I'm done on this side. I'm gonna digi-fucking evolve. I'm afraid to look at my ass, you know? I'm gonna have those griddle marks on my ass.
Why do I feel like I'm at summer camp?
We cut to the next morning. The car is stuck in the snow. How did the car burn everywhere except the engine? Think about it. Anyway, on the highway, a cop pulls them over. It's Lenny from Laverne and Shirley, or stubborn St. Hubbins from Spinal Tap, whichever you prefer.
Great, great. A cop, how fast are you going?
I don't know, I can't tell. The speedometer's melted and I'm a Digimon. Jesus.
Pull over, Anakin. You were supposed to be the chosen one.
Yeah.
You used too much force on me. Last night in that room. Top of the morning, officer. Mon.
Hi. Hello.
Is there something I can help you with?
What the hell are you driving here?
Well, we had a small fire last night, but we caught it in the nick of time.
You have any idea how fast you were going?
Funnily enough, I was just talking with my friend about that. Our speedometer is melted, and as a result, it's very hard to say with any degree of accuracy exactly how fast we were going?
78 miles an hour.
78, huh?
Oh,
That
do
hurts.
not mock me.
How do you do that with your voice? I could buy that, sure, I guess. You know, you know better than us, especially since we got a melted speedometer.
So level with me. Do you feel this vehicle is safe for highway travel?
I can feel your spit from here. And I like it. It's like that shower that Elmo was telling me about the other day.
Oh, brother.
Anyway, yes, I do. I really do. I believe that. I know it's not pretty to look at, but it'll get you where you want to go.
You got no outside mirror.
Nope, we lost that.
You had no functioning gauges.
Nope, not a one. Takato Man threw that one out too. However, the radio still works, funny as that may seem. With all this mess that the radio is still working good, and it's clear as a bell, but only plays the Digimon theme song. It makes me fucking crazy.
Well, can't let you go ahead in this vehicle.
Can't what?
It's not fit for the road. The vehicle will be impounded until such time as it can be made safe for travel on state highways.
Okay, officer, I'll admit it. I broke the law, and for that, I'm really sorry. I am. Will you spit on me again? Anyway, it will never happen again. You got me there, and I won't argue with you one iota, I swear. However, if you impound our car, I'm not going to be able to get my friend here home in time for his Thanksgiving dinner, and I'd be really sad.
And scene. All right. Bowser, folks.
Wow, thank you.
All right, the last scene. So we're gonna, let's see, for Del Nolan, he's gonna do Bane from Batman. For Neil, this is the audience part here. We need, I think Filthy Elmo got the highest.
Filthy Elmo?
Filthy Elmo, yeah. People really enjoyed that.
It's the end of your career as you know it.
Oh, and
It's not fun.
how about, see, this is audience. Come on. I hear noise.
It's like Filthy Elmo. Filthy Elmo.
Yes.
He's not here.
Well, I could fill in for him. Just have dueling Winnie the Pooh.
All right, Ross.
Got a lot of poo up here.
We can go back to a voice, or we can do Harrison Ford, or we can do Brad Pitt, or we can go back to Michael Caine. Michael Caine will be Neil.
Right.
And as the narrator,
like Barney Fife?
Steve.
Barney Fife, yeah.
Wait, Jeff, who am I playing?
You are Neil, and you are Michael Caine.
Okay, do you want Malkovich at all, or?
Oh, Malkovich.
If you want to do Malkovich, I'll always choose that.
Warmed up with that.
You sure?
Yeah, I can do it now. Yeah. You want
Malkovich, absolutely. Barney Fife? And it's going to be narrated by Barney Fife.
Who's?
You're the narrator. All right.
All
So,
right, now listen to me and listen to me good.
here we go. Last scene, and don't forget, when it's over, they're all going to be signing autographs. Please come by and say hello. We're just upstairs. And on your way out, the table's in the back, and the scripts will all be signed, just so you know. All right.
I'll be signing Nolan's underwear and giving that away, too.
Yeah.
All right, last scene. Here we go.
The next shot is the car being towed to the police impound. Neil is standing outside the station when an 18-wheeler pulls up.
Well, our ship has come in. It's free and it's non-stop. Did I tell you I was going to get you home?
I don't care, just so long as the heaters are working.
The driver's a little freaky about people riding up in his cab, so we can't sit there.
Well, if we can't sit up there, where are we supposed to ride?
In the dark. We're supposed to ride in the dark.
We cut to the two of them sitting in the back of a freezer truck filled with cheese.
Beats walking, huh? You know, you're going to be in Chicago in less than 3 hours. If we don't hit any traffic, and I don't think we should, it's Thanksgiving!
Yep, more 80s cheesy montage music and shots. We hit the home stretch. They're on the platform waiting for the train, saying goodbye and ready to go home.
You believe this? It's been a hell of a trip, but after all is said and done, you did get me home, and I really appreciate that.
Next time, let's go first class, yes?
God, I swear I hope there isn't a next time.
I know what you mean. I really do. Is this your train?
Yes.
It's been great meeting you, Neil. It really was. Again, I'm sorry if I caused you any trouble.
Oh, no. You didn't cause me any trouble. You got me home just a little late.
That's a very good Malkovich. Well, it's only a couple days.
But I'm a little wiser, too.
Me too. Happy Thanksgiving, Neil. Give my love to the family.
Same to you, you creepy son of a bitch.
Maybe I'll get a chance to meet him one day.
Yes, fine. Okay, say hello to Marie for me. I feel like I know her.
Neil gets on the train and starts thinking about his family and then Dell. He somehow figures out Dell is really alone and goes back to the station to get him. Also, on a side note, notice Neil's bags are both gone now.
Dell, what the hell are you doing here? You said you were going home. What are you doing here?
I don't have a home. I was born in the darkness. You merely adopted it. Oh, and Marie's been dead for 8 years.
Next shot, we see Neil and Dell carrying Dell's luggage to Neil's house with that wonderful 80s cheesy closing music playing.
I love a good 80s montage, Neil. And you are one lucky guy.
I know.
I won't stay long or anything. Maybe I'll just come in, take off the mask, and kill everyone. Or just say hi and be on my way. All right.
Just come on in, you bald freak.
I'm going to kill him.
So Neil brings Dell into his house and introduces him to his family. His wife is upstairs crying. Still can't figure that one out. They all greet each other like Neil was gone for years, and then the movie ends with a weird John Candy smile. One last weird observation. Why are John Candy's gloves shaped like lobster claws? Anyway, I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. Fade down and we end the titles.
Folks, thank you very much. Big round of applause for these folks up here. Thank you guys for watching. Please come see them for autographs. And don't forget, a signed script will be given away at the table later. Have a great day.
Jeff Zanini, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Zanini on Twisted Toons.
Hold on, don't anybody go anywhere.